Imagine yourself at the age of 65, losing a part of yourself each day for the course of many years, eventually leading to the loss of your own memories and control of your own body. This condition affects around 5 million people in America, with no known cure. Alzheimer's disease. What is Alzheimer's disease and why is it so hard to cure?
Discovered by Dr. Alois Alzheimer in 1906, Alzheimer's disease is a type of dementia that affects the memory and the normal functions of the brain.
These are caused by two things: plaques, which are abnormal clusters of protein, and neurofibrillary tangles, which are twisted strands of another protein. Let's first talk about plaques. Plaques are formed when chunks of improperly cut proteins clump together, making a mass that blocks signaling between neurons. How does this happen exactly? It all starts when the protein APP are cut by enzymes incorrectly. Normally, one enzyme would take one end of APP and another enzyme inside the cell would take the other end, working together to split the protein, making two other proteins. However, in Alzheimer's, the enzymes fail to cut the protein, releasing a different protein altogether. The incorrectly cut length of APP makes the main ingredient of plaques, beta-amyloid proteins. These proteins are sticky and bind together. As they clump more and more, they block the signaling between the cells. They also unintentionally trigger the immune system of the neurons, causing the neuron to warn its neighbors, causing them to shut down as well. As you may suspect, this also causes major cell death. How about tangles? Tangles, on the other hand, are from a protein called tau. Inside the brain's nerve cells, there are tubes that serve as passages for food molecules, amongst other things.
These tau proteins make sure that food travels smoothly to the cells. Think of them as railroad tracks, which guide a train of food to the neurons. Tangles form when these railroads collapse and twist, which prevents nutrients from getting to the cells.
The combination of plaques and tangles prove deadly for the neurons in the brain, the two starting their siege from the hippocampus, where short-term memory is formed. This causes the patient to constantly forget and repeat things for them to remember. After settling in the hippocampus, the plaques and tangles move on to corrupt the other parts of the brain. At the very last stages, the plaques and tangles have compromised the patient's ability to process language, inputs from their senses, and emotions, as well as the ability to solve problems and make plans. Precious and long-standing memories are also erased, and in the final stages of the disease, the brain's control over the immune system and bodily functions fail, leaving the patient helpless. Alzheimer's disease is the sixth leading cause of death in the United States. After more than a century from its discovery, the disease still has no cure, and most of its inner workings are still a mystery to scientists.
Maybe one of the reasons why it is so difficult to cure is how hard it is to even diagnose at an early stage. Since first-stage symptoms are hard to detect, an early diagnosis is very rare. It all depends on the communication between the patient and the doctor.
Another reason why Alzheimer's doesn't have a cure yet may lie in our very understanding of the disease itself. Not much is known about the disease, and even our knowledge that we still currently have is still debated in the scientific community. However, even if we still don't know much about Alzheimer's disease, there is still hope as scientists all over the world right now are working hard with research for the cure, in hopes for an Alzheimer's disease-free future.